Hi, I'm Maggie Weldon from Maggie's Crochet Needlework and Crafts, and in this video I want to show you the red Irish rose. The pattern number is FP464 and this is available for free download at maggiescrochet.com. Now I'm going to do this in 5 separate videos, and in each video I'm going to create a different color rose. And the first video is going to have only 1 layer of petals on it, and the second flower will have 2, and so on. And then the 5th video I'll add the leaves on, the leaf round on. And the directions will have all the rounds on it for all the 4 petal rounds of the rose. But I'm going to just do them separately in separate videos. So this is the first of 5, and I'm going to start out with white. So I've got my hook here. Now this originally was done in crochet cotton thread size 10, and I'm going to do these roses in worsted weight yarn, and they're going to come out quite a bit bigger. I think they're going to be about 3 times bigger than this. This one from point to point is about 4 inches, so this, if I did this completely in worsted weight yarn, it's probably going to be close to 9 inches. So that might be a good pot holder size, but we'll see when we get there what it's going to look like. So, on with the show. So you start out with a slip knot, and I make like a little pretzel like this. And then I pull the back strand forward like that, and then I chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you slip stitch in the first chain to form a ring like that, and then you chain 1. I'm going to work over the end of my starting chain and into the center of the ring. So I'm going to put a single crochet in there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you do this until you have 6 chain 4 spaces. I was doing this video earlier and I was using a 1 size smaller hook, and the yarn kept flying off the hook and it was driving me crazy. So I just went up to the next size, which is a number 7, which is a 4.5 millimeter, and this is the Tulip Edamo hook that I love to use. Okay, so here I've got 5 loops, and when I join, that'll be the 6th loop, and it says to join with a slip stitch in the first single crochet. So to do that, you insert your hook under the 2 strands of the single crochet, you yarn over, draw that loop out, and then draw that loop through the loop on your hook, and that's joining with a slip stitch. So now the directions say to work a single crochet and 7 double crochets into the same loop. You may have to tug your stitches over, pull them over, to make room for the other stitches. So now I'm going to go right into there's 1 petal there finished. So now I'm going to go into the next one, and I'm going to do the same thing all the way around. I'm using Starlet yarn that's available at on our website. It's got beautiful colors. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need 2 more doubles. 6 and 7. And then a single. And then the same thing in each one. Seven. I'm going to put a single. My yarn keeps moving over here. Stay back. So I've got, I'm almost done, and it will pucker a little bit, but that kind of gives the rose a little bit of character. It makes it look kind of cute. You could use this to sew it on, you know, scarves that you make, or hats, or a little pot holder. You can make a plain double crochet pot holder and then sew this on it. There's all kinds of possibilities. So on my last one I have 4. So I just need 3 more. And then my last single. And then I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the first chain. Right there. And then, so I've connected everything. Then I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to pull the back to tighten it. And then I'm going to pull this back close here. And then I snip in the back right here. And then I pull this out like that. So that's round 1 of the rose. And now I will show you how I sew my ends in. Okay, right here is my long end, but I've worked over this end when I worked my single crochet stitches over the ring. Okay, let me show you the needle threading here. So I take the side of the needle right here. There's the eye of the needle, so I'm on the side, and I take my end of my yarn like this, and I fold it over the side of the needle, and then I pinch this really hard here, and I slip the needle out, and then I open up my pinch fingers just enough to slip that eye over the folded yarn. So I push it down in there, and then it lands up looking like this, and then I pull that fold up out of there, and that's my easy way of threading my needle. So I'm going to pull the center just a little bit. You don't want to pull it too hard, because sometimes I've had that break. Not very often, but occasionally. So right here, I came out right here. I'm going to go back just a little bit right here, and that'll lock it. And then I go out about 1/2 inch, or sometimes 1 inch. It depends on what I'm working on. So that kind of secures it right there. So I just came out right here. So I'm going to go just a little bit behind that, and then come out again. further ahead, and then I'll do it one more time. I came out here, so I'm going to go back in behind it and then back out, like right there. And then I always lay my work flat like this, and I never go like this and cut into my work. I lay my scissors flat next to my work so I don't cut into my work. And now my other strand, I am going to do the same thing, thread my needle, and then this is coming out like at the front, so I am going to just take this right next to that and drive it to the wrong side of the rose. I want it on the back side, so you don't even see that here. And then there's plenty of places to put this end. I'm just going to work it back into the double crochet stitches. I like using needles with sharp points. We have these needles at maggiescrochet.com. So I came out here, and you go behind it again and then back out. And then the same thing here. I go behind it right here. I came out here, so I'm going to go a little behind it and then go through the next double crochets. So that's plenty there. If you're doing like an afghan or something, and if this is going to be washed, then you want to make sure your ends are in there really good. So that is the first round of the Irish rose. Just like that. So cute. And I'm going to show you one little trick here that you could do to embellish it. You could just do a little, I'm going to chain 2, I'm going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2. I'm just winging this. I don't know really what I'm going to end up doing. I'm trying to create a center that looks a little bit like a stamen in there. I think that's what you call it. So you could put a little center in there like that. It'd be really cute. I think I might finish that and put that in there. So what I did here was I just chain 2 and single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in the second chain from hook. And then I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet like that and like that. So that creates the middle, and I'm going to do the same way I did before to finish off. I'm going to chain 1, pull the back, pull this back out, go back here, cut that, pull the strand out, and then I'm going to pull the end of my starting chain like that, and I will go ahead. I'm going to use the one that the end on the starting chain, not the end on the finishing. And I'm going to just sew that to the center of this little flower. This one you don't really have. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go have the end come down here, and then I'm going to go back here and deal with it. So here I would just kind of sew it to that ring, and maybe come down here. I'm going right into the ring, and I'm catching the yellow center, and then I'm coming back up like this. It's kind of hard to do. Anyway, I could do it like this and just go all the way through to the front. You just want a couple of good tacking places for that. You could also glue this in. like that. Oh, cute. That adds a lot to it, doesn't it? Look how cute that is. Okay, so back here, I am going to thread my needle again. It fell off. Okay. Okay, then all I gotta do is sew this end in. And go back here, like that. And run it through some pieces back here. Like that. And then, you know, if I wanted to use this later on and sew the whole flower onto something, I would leave this end long so that I could use that to sew it to whatever I wanted to put this flower on. So I'm going to cut. Okay, this is the first little flower. You could just leave it without the center, but I think the center adds a lot to it. And that is the first, that's a 1 round rose. That's what I'm going to call it, 1 round rose. But anyway, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you join my YouTube channel. And then when you subscribe, you can get on the message board where they tell you when we upload new videos. So this is Maggie from maggiescrochet.com. And thank you very much for watching and enjoy crochet.